What I've done is I've applied 2 layers of a gel polish. Whatever gel you're using, do your normal service, but then when you put your gloss layer, you're gonna embed your crystals right into that gloss layer of gel. Top coat, gloss, whatever it is that you use. So it's a soak off gel, and the beauty of it is that you can actually, your clients can soak off these crystals and reuse them again. Now you can also use glue, and a resin glue seems to work better if you want to glue them on. But one of the benefits of using the Swarovski crystal is because it's a true crystal, the acetone will not damage the crystal at all. The gel will not damage the foil backing. So they can be reused over and over by your client, which is a great marketing tip. And that's the one thing that nails, and I know that David's going to go into a lot about business. You know, we need to learn how to run our business where we can make money and we can offer and upsell our services, and the clients are going to be willing to pay the extra money. So when you're using a quality product like this, it's a good selling point. So this design, the design is laid out on the nail. You can follow the design or you can just make up your own. It's just basically an assortment of crystals. I'm going to take this little crystal katana tool, which is wonderful. It's just a high-grade quality wax. Picks up the crystal, lay the crystals down into the gel. So we never cured that layer of gel after I applied it. And like I said, you can do any design that you want. The beauty of using gel is that you can move them around once you've placed them. You're not married to it, so it makes it nice. It gives you a little bit of room to play and kind of, you know, customize the design where you want it. Can you guys see everything good? Now the gel that I'm using is a nice, it's a thicker, like a medium to thicker viscosity gel. So it's going to give me, it's nice and strong. It's going to secure the crystals in there really good. And then after I cure it, I'm going to go in and I'm going to cap the edges also. These little ones can be really difficult because they're so tiny. They're an SS3, but they're really nice to fill in and add a little extra to your design. So now once I have them all, they're not placed properly, I'm going to turn my katana over, or my tool, whatever. If you're using a tool that has a wax tip, you don't want to get gel on that wax tip. It'll cause a residue and it prevent it from working properly.
What's the name of the tool that you're using?
This is called a crystal katana. It's a really good, this particular tool is nice because the wax tip is a high quality. It picks up from the really, really big stones down to the little ones, and then if you get residue on it, all you have to do is lightly scrape it off. Because then what I like to do is, after I've applied the crystals, I'll take a little drop of my gel, whichever gel I'm using, and take a detail brush, just a fine brush with a little tip, and I'll pick up little beads of gel. So if you can see, I don't know, it's like a little tiny drop at the tip of my brush, and I'm going to just place it right in around the crystals. So this is going to create little prongs out of gel that are going to help to secure the crystal, because the light will not penetrate through the crystal. So I'm counting on the gel that's kind of surrounding it, that it's sitting in, to secure it and hold it in almost like a prong. So I place drops in between and around, and depending on how rough the client is with their nails, I'll flash cure it for a few seconds. So I'll usually cap it twice, and for me, salon style, that will work. But consult with your client. If you have somebody who's a picker, you know, if they're going to sit and then they're going to come in and say they all fell off. You know, if you know that you're taking your time and you're doing a precise application, you make sure that you get those capped in really good without flooding them. They should last anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, and I've had clients keep them on up to 6 weeks where they've come in, they look so good that I just fill around them because they don't want to take them off. So they get their money's worth. And that's that application. I think I have time for one more. A lot of people see like the big cluster of gems that I have on my nail. Japanese style, like, you know, stack it on, pile it on, something really, really blingy. And it's like, how do you get that on there? Well, this product is a really thick soak-off gel, and it's made just for bling. It's really nice for big bling like this. It's super, super, super thick. So I'm going to take my spatula, because it's so thick that even a brush, it's kind of hard to manage.
What's the name of the gel?
It's called Bling On.
Do you have it here for sale?
I don't.
Oh.
I just taught a class yesterday and I sold out of it. But I can give you information. I do carry it. We have a distributor here. So I can just give you the name and you could always just order it. But it's really, really nice. So
And you said it's a soak off?
it is a soak off. It's UV or LED cured. And you can see how thick it is. This is also nice if you're doing a full bling nail. You know, when you put the crystals down and you're using a smooth gel and they're just sliding everywhere, you could put a thin layer of this, place your crystals into it, they're not gonna move. Like I've done samples where I've done like 10 or 20 in a row and they just sit there. Yep. So place that blob right on the nail of gel. Can you guys see that? Now I'm going to use my katana or my application tool, and I've got these really big crystals. I'm going to just make a big cluster.
And those aren't all flat backed.
No, these are actually chatons. This one is a flat back. It's too big. These are chatons, so they have a pointy back. So they're the same on the top as the back. You guys can see it, right?
Yeah.
So I do love the katana because it does pick up the big crystals as well as the smaller ones. And I'm just gonna kind of make like a little pile of them. So what's nice about this is that it's really sticky. They're not going to move. You know, I think this is something that we always wonder, like, how do they get that on there and how do they do that, right? And then I'm just going to take a smaller one, kind of stick it in. Can you guys all see? Hold on, I lost that one. So you want to have enough there that you have a big enough, almost blob. It almost makes like jewelry right on the nail. Okay? So now I'm going to put it in the light. Just roll it. I mean, they don't have to go crazy in the light. You don't want them to hit anything, but if they just go from side to side a little when they're in there, just a little bit, it's going to reflect the light under the crystal a little bit more. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to go around the stones with my gloss gel because I didn't have a gloss or anything. It was just my finished layer of color. Put the stones in. Now this particular gel that I used does not have shine. So always understand the product you're working with no matter what it is. And what I usually tell people is when I get something new, I will take a form and I'll place a little product on the form, I'll put it in the light, cure it, and then I take it out. I test to see if it's shiny after I remove the inhibition layer, and I test to see how strong it is so that you can understand how it's going to work for you when you're designing. So I'm just going to go around the crystals with my gloss gel, and once again I'm going to kind of go up into them just a little bit. Take my brush, and just like I did with the other design, just place little drops in between. Once again, you want to be neat, you know, have good product control, but you want to cap those edges so that they're secure.
Now that's the thick gel?
Nope, I'm going in with my gloss. Here's the thing, if you use a really thick gel to do this, we all know how stringy it is. It'll be stringing, and then you're going to get it on your crystal surface. It's going to take away from the shine, and it's going to be really difficult to control it. And I think there we have it. A couple of really easy bling nails that you can do in the salon.